Yeah, that's good. Hey folks, Troy Dooley, the Beachside CEO, except I happen to be in Vegas with Mr. Christopher Terry, founder of iMarkets Live. And you know, I've been following, and some of you guys that follow me know, I've been watching the Forex, I've been watching cryptocurrencies, and this is the first time I've been able to sit down with Christopher, because every time I call him, he's either on the road or actually he's going to sleep because he's been up all night working on all these products. So Christopher, thanks for having me in your house.
Appreciate it.
This beautiful. I mean, matter of fact, I'll show some B-roll in a minute. You guys, this is the most beautiful scene I've seen. I mean, I've been to Vegas lots, but nothing like what you have in this condo. This is great. But I want a little bit of your history. You know, a lot of people know you professionally, but what's your background? Where'd you come from? I know you're from the East Coast, but give us a little bit.
Well, I was telling you, I grew up in the Bronx, New York. Working class family. My father was a carpenter. My mother was a housewife. And
siblings?
I have two brothers.
Okay.
Actually, one of them owns a former company that I started, which I'll mention that in a second. And the other one lives in South Florida with his wife, and she's in the banking industry. And grew up in working class family, construction family. I guess everybody in New York, every guy's family worked in construction at some point.
All the movies are like that.
Irish and Italian, you know. Well, you know what? The craftsmen, they came to New York and they built New York. Irish and Italians built New York, basically. And from there, I got out of high school and just worked in the construction industry. Later on, I had gotten into Amway back in around 1990.
Wow.
And I was always entrepreneurial. So Amway was a way to become your own independent business owner for a shoestring budget.
But that's pretty different from construction.
Yeah, well, my girlfriend at the time introduced me, and her boss was a contractor, and we related.
Okay, that makes sense.
And quite honestly, I loved Amway, and we were just speaking about it. I loved Amway for the fact, all the mindset, the positive motivation. I didn't make any money in Amway, don't get me wrong. I made zero. I mean,
but you grew up personally.
But it created wealth. A mindset of wealth,
absolutely,
which led to wealth. But I enjoyed Amway. I never missed a meeting, and I went on for many, many years. I just enjoyed that camaraderie.
Sure.
But along with that, I built a construction business that is still in existence today. My family owns it.
Wow.
Very successful company. And from there, in the mid-90s, I found trading. And I was looking for a way to put the money I was creating to work.
Okay.
Found trading. And that led to me eventually educating and doing my own private money fund, and we just built all sorts of different businesses out of it, myself and my former partner and mentor. We went more towards the educational side, seminars, live trading, live education, live alerts, and that went to 2012. And I decided just to take a little break, and I wanted to do something different. So when I looked at my past, I was in Amway, I was looking at construction, I was looking at the trading arena. I was like, okay, how can I mix and match something? And when I realized I can start another business in the trading arena to educate people, I'd have to go out and do YouTube videos and marketing ads and all that, click for whatever.
Sure.
Why not create a network marketing model and marry the two industries together? So back in 2012, I created International Markets Live, which became iMarkets Live. You know on your phone, the iPhone, where it says iMessage?
Right.
iMarkets Live. I was sending a message, and I was like, International Market, and I see iMessage, iMarkets Live. That's where iMarkets Live came, and it became IML. And from there, we had built a business. I didn't know anybody in network marketing. I'm not like some of the other companies where the CEO starts and they have a business. I didn't know anybody.
Wow.
And it was it's not easy. It's not easy trying to go into an industry that you know nothing about really on the business aspect.
On the business side, because you were only a rep in Amway.
Yeah, but I know how to trade. So I got my educations, got the right lawyers, got the right teams around us, and we've had our stair-step growth. We've had a growth and setbacks, and growth and setbacks, and it's just the normal course of business. I'm happy to say that we're seeing consistent growth now because of the products that we have, because of the infrastructure, the back end, the field, and learning, an involvement.
Sure.
We're evolving.
Learn as you grow.
Yeah, and quite honestly, I love watching videos of the J.R. Reidingers of Market America, and Jeff Olson's from Miriam, and all these great CEOs. And I want to aspire. I want to be there one day. I could see us on stage. I could see us filling up an arena. You could see it before it happens, but we didn't have the people. But now we're starting to see the bigger leaders coming into our company, and the belief that people have. Phenomenal products, phenomenal. There's no other trading company in the industry. I'm talking about the trading industry.
Not that he's biased or anything.
Yeah, no, seriously. We have, and I've shown you, we have the most dominant products in the industry that help people come in and learn from day one, know nothing.
Okay.
Know nothing, to where they're actually trading on their own, that they're trading with our mentors, that they're creating profits, that they finally have a company that has products that they can actually create. That they're not taking this and trying to hustle it to their friends or put it on their shelf and hit their own ranks. You know, we actually have physical product that help people create a lifestyle, create a future. If they leave my company, they can continue to earn for the rest of their life. They don't need me. Think about it.
That makes sense. Now let's go back a minute. When you got into trading, was it into Forex or was it something different?
No, when I originally looked at trading, it was one of my contractor friends invited me to his office, and I go to his office and he had all these charts all over the walls. He's a developer. He's building tens of millions of dollars in construction, and like me, he was always looking for something else. So he had all these charts on the walls, and he said, "Look, we're going to get really rich in commodities." What's a commodity? Wheat and gold and sugar and all that. So I started in the commodity arena. People are trading gold now. I've been trading it for 20 years.
Wow.
You know, where we started in the commodity industry. I got into the futures side. I got into the equity side. I got into the Forex side. Equities meaning stocks.
Sure.
Back around the 99 to 2001 area, right before and around after September 11th, we were, myself and my partner, one of the biggest traders in the country. We were doing like $1 billion with a B, $1 billion shares a year. We were called the Souls Bandits. That's when day trading was at its height.
Wow. Absolutely.
Yeah, and all the brokers were just giving you tens of millions of dollars to play with, and that was a time to be in stocks. After September 11th, the whole world changed.
Sure.
And you had to change your model. I went more into the future side, more into the Forex side, more into commodities and bonds, and less on stocks, on trading, but more on the investing side. So, I didn't start out as Forex.
Okay, that makes sense.
And I don't like being coined a Forex trader.
Okay, and I do that. I've coined you that.
People say, I'm a Forex trader, well, they're a Forex trader, but being a trader, you should be able to trade everything.
Okay.
If there's a market for water, you should understand the chart, right? Because if I take, and everybody understand this, if you take the time away, right? And if you take the prices away and you take the product away, you just have a chart.
This is true.
You wouldn't know what it was. You should be able to trade that chart. A trader can trade any market.
Okay.
So when people coin themselves as a Forex trader, when in fact they actually have the ability to trade everything. Just recently there was something that went on with the British pound. You know what? Maybe there's something happening in corn. Maybe something happening in the US futures market. There's always something happening somewhere. Maybe we trade bonds or other markets. But with iMarkets Live, our primary focus is on Forex. And I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Forex gives the individuals who don't have a lot of money a low barrier to enter. You can start a Forex account for $50. Where on these other markets, it's $1,000, $2,000, $5,000. But Forex allows people to come in at a very, very low price, low barrier to entry, and then they can learn. So the beauty about Forex is it allows that to happen.
See, that makes sense because I used to own a feed mill, and we had to watch the commodity charts to know if we had to raise the price on our finished grains, the finished feed that we were making for animals. So I can better understand that now because I've coined you and put you in just as a Forex trader versus, okay, as long as you know the charts, as long as you study the charts, you can do whatever.
I've traded options. Everything out there under the sun. I'm a trader. And for instance, your feed mill, you would look at the futures price, and so what a lot of them do is if you feel the market's going to go down in the price itself, you would sell the futures Because
That's true.
if the futures go down and you're holding a certain value in your current asset, you're not going to lose money. You know, you always want to be hedged properly.
That makes total
Yeah.
sense. Now, you're one of the few people that I've met over the last, I'd say, 18 to 24 months that either own or in this business, because there's a couple, 3 companies that have kind of started to get into this field that have a comp plan or a network marketing. But you've actually been successful as a trader. You've got real estate both in Vegas and New York and other places. You've been very successful. So, excuse me. Explain a little bit about what you are, because I know you've got places in New York, but share a little bit about that success. You don't have to go into the dollar amounts, Chris, but I want people to understand.
Well, I started a construction company back in the 89, 90 arena, and we've built over the many years. Even when September 11th happened, a lot of people ran away from Battery Park downtown. My family and I went in and bought. When we build buildings for developers, we have first right to walk in and buy in pre-construction. We could pick up units for a very low percentage versus what the value is.
Sure.
Where right here in Vegas, I have a couple of properties at the MGM. Right here at this particular residence, this residence right here is a multi-million-dollar residence. And people look at it and say, well, the economy's here, it may be going down. I look at it as the NHL is coming in.
That's a good point.
Right?
Yes.
So where a lot of people try to pick the tops in the market, I look at it as relative strength. The market's already strong. You're in a strong primary property. NHL is coming. What's going to happen? There's a limited amount of primary space. Why not come in and buy something for $3 million and let it go to $4 million?
That's a good point.
Right? Because I've taken a primary space. So I look at real estate the same as trading. I look at the trend of the market. People want to buy cheap real estate because it's cheap. It's cheap because it's cheap.
Right.
You know. Same with the markets. A lot of people like to play, you know, the penny stock and buy the cheap stock because they think it's going to go up. It's at that price for a reason.
So have I found that out?
But I've loved Vegas. We live in. I have a residence in Lincoln Center, New York, and out here in Vegas. Vegas is good for me because it's easy to bring in team leaders. I've had 35, 40 leaders come in from different companies, different arenas, come in and want to visit with me. I could take them to Cirque du Soleil, I could take them to fine restaurants, enjoy Vegas, take them to the clubs, take them wherever. Buy them dinners, put them on the link with the big dessert.
That's where I'm staying,
Right.
yeah.
Okay, Vegas is phenomenal. It's an easy place. You fly somebody in, 5 minutes they're on the strip, and they're enjoying themselves. Everybody that comes to Vegas is happy. Why not have a residence here? Why not invest into Vegas?
That's a good point.
New York, you can't do that, quite honestly. You just can't do that. New York is a little bit tougher. The logistics are tougher. I can't bring 30 people into New York and have it logistically and have fun. And it just, Vegas is Vegas. So we're invested here. In terms of our office, I know companies have a primary office. The way I've structured my company, we do have an office structure in New York. It's an executive suite, so to say.
Sure.
But do I need to be in an office? I'm a virtual company. I have my programmers are in Russia. My programmers are in China. My programmers are in Pakistan, Lithuania. I have support in Philippines. Okay? I have my marketing side. They're all over the world.
Sure.
Everybody's all over the world. My direct operations is in New York. I have everybody all over New York. Why would I need to have a physical place to bring people to if nobody's ever going to be there?
No, that makes good sense.
And I hope you understand that.
No, I do,
I know
because-
to some people it's a negative, but
Well,
to me,
it is, but I'm going to share because I want people to
and so
understand
you know,
this.
Troy, I cut out bottom line costs.
Big time.
I'm all about bottom line costs. How I pay even our individuals in other countries. I'm saving money and I'm putting it back into the field.
Well, and see,
Right.
that's the key. Tim Ferriss a few years ago wrote a book, 4-Hour Work Week, and he built a multi-million-dollar business in what we've now known as a cloud-based company.
Yeah.
Because it was him and his assistant, everything else was outsourced. I have 2 clients, one that did $4 million in the last 90 days, the other one did $42 million in the last 18 months.
Tough life.
All cloud-based, let me tell you. You know, but they did the same thing you did. And the support staff is in locations where they need to be, and they run their executive team in an executive suite. and they've cut that bottom line out. Reps making great money, companies selling great products. I do believe that's the way to the future.
Yeah, even we have a back office that we've transitioned from one company to another.
Sure.
And I've partnered with the current company. That way they don't control my company.
Smart.
My programmers work with their programmers. We basically we control everything from soup to nuts. All of our people that work for us, we don't outsource anything. 15 programmers, they work for us full time. All the support staff, call center, everything, everybody's an employee for us. We got lower prices than if we were to outsource. We pay people the wages that are equal in their country to a good wage. You're not going to pay New York prices in Philippines.
No. That would make sense.
That's understandable.
But it doesn't go back to what your real purpose is anyway, helping other entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why you wanted network marketing.
Well, network marketers, I don't believe a network marketer should look at themselves as a downline or an IBO. They're an owner. They're a business owner. Okay, we're giving them, with the trading side, the ability to actually be an owner. Think about it. I'm teaching you. I've made tens of millions in trading. I'm teaching you to be successful in trading. You now don't need me anymore, right? You don't need me.
Well, that's true.
You work with me for a year. Hypothetically, you know how to trade on your own. You don't need Chris Terry. You don't need iMarkets Live. You're your own independent business owner, free from everybody. Try doing that in another company. You can't.
That's a good point.
You can't. You need the product. The marketing side that we have to it, we are very aggressive on it. Very aggressive. Why would I pay out 25% on average and keep 75 when I could pay out 60, 70% and I keep a fraction and I could pay my bills? I basically flipped the game on upside down where I'm not keeping the bulk. I'm putting the bulk out there. You know, I don't like when IBOs, they use the word grind. You've heard that?
Yeah.
We're grinding. You're grinding day and night. And I see people grinding for years. They're still broke. Why? People in our company, they come in, they're learning for the products, they're making money on the marketing side. They got respect. And that's a big thing for me. I didn't start iMarkets Live, to help the greedy.
Right.
I'm not to help the needy. Don't get me wrong. I just want to give people respect and give them what they deserve. You work hard, you earn.
But you're doing that with your employees too. I talked about that.
Like for instance, my programmers. Like this right here is FX Signals Live. People come in, they pay for additional little extra for the servers. I share it with the programmers.
See, that's
maybe the program is getting a small salary equal to what is good for them in their country.
Right.
But they see that I'm getting paid so much extra. They see it. Let me share a little bit. They're more motivated. I have the best employees in the world. They love us. I even showed you.
You did. They all seem happy.
Yeah, and one of them asked me that a tooth surgery. It was $400. Yeah. I wired it to them. My employees know one thing. They can reach out to me at any time, day and night. If they need anything, I'm there for them. I don't sit and banter them about you're late to work. No, they all know. Listen, here's your work hours. If you're late, if you're early, our success is based on you and everybody else's success. We all work hard. We all get paid. And I've been able to treat the network marketing, our employees, same as network marketing, give them a chance to have upside, right? You get a little piece. If we all extra services, they all get a little piece. That means that if they work hard and they stay committed to the team, everybody stays committed, their income could go up.
Absolutely.
So I don't have a structure where it's that pyramid structure and then the IBOs. It's like a matrix. We're all like intertwined.
All over.
I have everybody working together synergistically. It's something that's never been done before. I'm sorry. And people are really happy. You know they're happy.
Yeah, I mean that was like, wow, this is pretty cool here.
It's pretty
when
cool.
You're building loyalty from both sides.
Yeah,
that's true community.
I went to Beijing, China, for 30 weeks. Hong Kong and Beijing, China, for 30 weeks. Nobody knew I was gone. My whole business was run by my phone. Everybody was happy. Nobody knew I was gone. That's the kind of business that I want to be a CEO that is not locked in an office in some location, in some city, in some town, and everybody else has their freedom. I'm human, right? I would like to have the freedom to come and visit you.
Absolutely.
Went to Atlanta, went to Utah, went to Minnesota, went to Florida, went to all these different states, and I can go, and my business never stops. So everybody in our company has a chance to have that personal and economic freedom.
See, I like that. And I want to go somewhere on that because I get up early every day. But when I'm getting up, we're texting and you're going to bed because you've been up all night working on your company. I mean, you're not one of these CEOs, it's just the corner office CEO, so to speak.
Right.
Share a little bit about why you are so passionate about this.
Well, when I first looked at the network marketing side, right? That network marketing side, I looked at that as a way to bring sales to sell products, obviously.
Sure.
But it's a way to sell products and give people an opportunity to also make money with me. So give a chance, okay?
Absolutely.
Rather than paying YouTube, why not give you the chance to go out and create sales and you earn with me?
Right.
All right. I have a lot of people in the trading arena that wanted to trade, didn't have the money. And I'm like, well, what if I created a network marketing side that you can share it, you can build a team, and now you got some money to put into trading. That was the whole premise of iMarkets Live. I didn't have this grand scheme and I was going to come in with 100,000 people. I didn't know anybody.
Right.
It actually started with traders. So on the trading side, my original product was the live trading room, which I would sit and we'd educate people live, and people would join in. I think at our peak, I think we had like 4,600 people a day coming in live, a few hours a day just watching us work. So the trading side was the live trading room. I brought that to iMarkets Live. When we first started, it was the live trading room. Then I added the copier, which is when I trade, it sends a copy to the end user. People think, oh, you're trading for me. I got to make something clear here. Number one, we don't trade for anybody. It's a service. We provide a signal and the person receives it.
You're not a broker-dealer. You don't do any of that.
Let me explain a couple of things. Number one, we don't take investments. Okay. People pay monthly for the service. It's not a lot, but we don't accept investments. You cannot give me $10,000. I can't do anything.
Oh, okay.
I don't take your investments. You invest with a broker.
Like a Chase or
there's
Morgan Stanley or whoever it might be.
Well, there's foreign exchange brokers. There's different names. I don't want to mention them.
No, that's fine.
But they have foreign exchange. So if you have your own broker, foreign exchange broker, you would work with them. We give coaching on how to set up a brokerage account and all that. But number one, we don't take investments. Number two, we don't get commissions from trading. So just like real estate, you buy a house, sell a house, the broker takes some money, finds your rental apartment. Trading is the same way. Stockbrokers, you sell or buy, the broker takes a commission. That's how they stay in business. We don't share in that. We don't earn a dime.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me make sure I understand this. I take $10,000. I set up my brokerage account. I pay my monthly subscription to you for my education and stuff.
Period.
Okay. Oh, that's it.
That's it.
So you don't have anything to do with this account.
Now, when you buy and sell, and let's just say $10 was created in commissions, that's between you and your broker. Has nothing to do with us.
Okay.
We have zero relationship.
That's great.
Okay, so we don't take investments. We don't take any commissions. So your transactional fees, has nothing to do with me. I wanted our company to be clean. Any clean. Because the FTC, the NFA, the National Futures Association, which is a regulatory body on Forex and futures, has a list of things that if you accept investments, so if a company asks you to put money into something, that's not good. You have to be licensed. Number two, we don't participate in commissions. Number three, performance. Let's just say you're working in my company with us, and you take your $10,000, you make $1,000. That's your $1,000. We don't say, well, we get a piece of the action, or we get 5%, or your upline gets money. No, that's between you and your broker. That's your bank account. So if you pay me $150 and you make $1,000, well, you pay me $100, for the monthly service, $145. That's all I get. You can make $1 million. You're still paying me one fee per month, small fees. So we don't participate in the performance. We don't tell you what to do with your account. I don't tell you, Troy, you need to put $500 here. You need to put $1,000. That's up to you. But the most important thing also is you could stop at any one time. A lot of companies, if you put your money into it, you can't shut it off. Ours, any one time. You have the ability to shut it off. So with all these things put together, that keeps us legal and compliant. We don't need a license. We're exempt. For the fact is, we don't take investments. We don't get transactional fees. We don't get performance fees. You control your own accounts where you put it, and you could shut it off.
Just an educational.
Exactly.
Okay, and I want to say something because Christopher said this. When you talk about a clean company, I got to commend you because you have Steve Richards as your attorney.
Yes, sir.
Steve has been a longtime partner with Spencer Reese, somebody that I've respected, and you guys have been on from the network marketing side, just like you're doing with all your products, and we're going to get into that. You guys made a shift in 2016 that I think was great because your attorneys looked at what you guys were doing, said, we understand, gave you a great opinion letter, but you said, look, we want to be a customer acquisition company. We want to make this shift that we see kind of what's going on with the regulators out there. And you guys literally, your whole focus is on customer acquisition.
Yeah.
I mean, at least 75%, I would say, over, hey, just go recruit. You guys want people on your service.
Sure.
I think that's great.
Look, if they're on our service and they're making money, they're going to stay.
Makes sense.
If you're in the network marketing arena and you have a product that you can't sell, how long are you going to stay in the company?
I see him jump all
90
the
days.
time.
Right. But if you come into my company and you make 50, 100, 200, you make 200 at the end of the month, hypothetically. Mm-hmm. You paid for your service.
Sure.
So the monthly fee to be a user is $145. Now, if you're making that just on the service alone, without selling the product, you're not out selling it to your friends, you're not calling your uncle up saying, listen, can you be my customer? You're literally putting your own money to work, you're learning how to put it to work. If you can make $145 a month or $200, you can eventually see yourself making $2,000 and $20,000. But the fact is, Troy, let me ask you, if you made just $100 on the product by using it, and your fees are $150, are you going to quit?
Oh, absolutely not.
Because you can see yourself making $200 and $1,000.
Sure, it's starting to grow.
So our service is such that it allows you to create a stream of income for yourself without even having to sell the product. That's important.
That's very, very important.
What other company out there in network marketing that you can literally just use the product and it pays for your... Now, there is a disclaimer. There is a risk in trading. Don't get me wrong. If you don't want any risk, put your money in the bank, right?
No, that makes total sense. But some of them that you were showing me, you actually train people on, hey, you want to start with very little risk.
Yes.
Not this giant risk.
Of course.
And that made sense to me.
We tell people start with the demo account, free, practice, no risk. When you're ready to start with small risk, small account, you build up to it. A lot of people think they come to a casino, they throw $1,000, they lose it. Forex don't work. There's a method to everything.
See, I could see myself, and being a blue-collar family that you came, that's how mine was. My dad was in the union, drove a pickup truck,
right.
an 18-wheeler. I could see, if I'm starting out and learning this, I could see me easily saying, hey, Dad, I just learned something. And I put a little money in it, $50, $100, whatever. I've made some money. You might want to try this. Versus, hey man, just spend $400 a month and buy this soap and maybe it'll work for you.
Exactly. We love soap companies, but the fact is, our service is just amazing.
Totally.
Check it out. We have one product. You say to me, Chris, I don't have the time to learn. I'm Troy Dooley. I go from here to there to there. I'm sitting with some CEO in Vegas. Hello. But I don't have the time. Fine. Yeah. We have a product that you can invest in with the broker. Mm-hmm. You can connect it, what people call the auto trader. It's a FX Signals Live, where your money can work for you 24 hours a day, because we have traders sending signals.
Okay.
It's attached to your account. We don't touch your account, but it gets the signals with coding. Mm-hmm. And your money can grow naturally over a period of months and years without you having to touch it.
Okay, and if I saw that right, you have traders at different risk levels.
Yeah.
So,
like for instance, and these are actual charts, actual transactions. I could show you closed trades. Oh, excuse me.
Glad it was empty.
Oh man. So here, this particular trader, you can see every one of his trades that he's done, and you could follow it. You can connect to him.
So they can send those signals so that my account would automatically trade.
Yes.
You still don't have any connection to that, I mean, physical
Account,
connection,
right.
just through the code, sending signals.
Yes.
So that I can mirror what somebody else's success is.
Now, we have 15 programmers, I'm sorry. There's different programs and different products.
I understand.
Okay. This particular team, there's about 12 guys, girls. And some of them monitor it 24 hours a day. We host the platform on our servers, which means that if you did your own copy platform like there are out there, your computer can go down. You're in trouble.
Good point.
We monitor everything 24 hours a day. We have alerts, bells, whistles, and our team is watching all the graphics to make sure everybody's connected all the time.
So if there's an issue with a server, you guys can shift, you can move, you can do
24
it.
hours a day, we have a team covering it, where we understand where the risk is in that market, and we protect. So all you have to do is you set your account up, you turn it on, takes a few minutes, and you're off to the races. Now Troy Dooley can go to California, Florida, and you can always check it 24 hours a day to see how you're doing.
Okay, now let's go down this path for a minute.
It's a wealth building product. It's not a.
No, and I've learned that.
Yeah.
See, because I thought Forex was like day trading. I'm in, I'm out. I'm in, I'm out.
No.
And I found out that you've taught me that. It's
Right.
okay. This is it's like equity. It's long term. You're not looking for just a quick fix in the deal. Now, anybody getting in, let's say I come in, I want to spend the 145. From what you've shown me, there's actually a process here. Goes from education to the trading. Share with me and, the viewers.
That's what I want to get at.
Okay.
So let's just say Troy Dooley doesn't want to learn. Just put your money to work. That's it. That's this product.
Okay.
Then you have Troy Dooley number 2. Says, you know, Chris,
Lord help us all.
there's 2 of you. Well, Chris, you know what? I don't want anybody to do anything for me. I want to do it myself. But teach me. Okay. I want a live classroom environment. So we have, let's just go here to this product. For instance, you got multiple classrooms, this is called IML TV.
Okay.
There's actually adding 2 more, but right now you have about 3 hours per day, 2 different instructors, 5 days a week. You can learn from one for a few hours and learn from another one from 1 to 2 hours. 3 to 4 hours a day, 2 to 3 hours, depending on how much they want to teach.
Right.
But the fact is, from Sunday night, Sunday night 3 o'clock a.m. Eastern to Thursday night 3 o'clock. So we look at, or Monday morning, Sunday night.
However you want to look at it. Okay, I got you.
If I tell people 3 o'clock Monday morning, they end up 3 o'clock Monday night. So, but 5 days a week, they can come and they can sit there and learn from one of 2 instructors. We have 2 more coming. They're getting their vetting period right now, but you can learn. And if they say, well, here's the reasons why you want to buy or sell, they explain everything to you.
Okay.
Who, what, where, why, and how. You're taking an expert trader, somebody who's successful, is now teaching you every single day. We have 2 different guys. Maybe you don't like one, you like the other. Maybe you like both of them.
Yeah.
But the fact is, what other company out there has, you take 5 days, 3, 4, 15, 20 hours a week of education? That's amazing.
That's important.
So that's, Troy Dooley says, the first one, I don't want to learn, you put your money to work. Troy Dooley number 2 says, yes, I want to learn. Troy Dooley number 3 says, I don't want to sit in class. I don't want to get done for me. Just show me what to do. That's where our harmonic scanner, this right here.
Right there comes in.
So you have to take a little bit of education. We have some videos. And this actually marks turning points in the market. It's a highly profitable, successful model. This thing is phenomenal. It's gone viral.
Now I've heard you in interviews and videos talk about the harmonic. Give a little bit about that. Where did that come from?
Harmonics came in the 90s. There was a gentleman, Larry Presavento.
Okay.
Larry Presavento found in a book from a gentleman, H.M. Gartley, that was written 60 years ago.
Wow.
And in the page 222, H.M. Gartley explained a particular trading method, with just a little pattern.
Okay. Larry
had discovered that and spoke about it at what they call the Market Technicians Association back in the mid-90s. He then created his little triangles from it, what they call the Gartley, or what they call the Gartley 222 at the time.
Okay.
Scott Carney, who is a trader, was one of Larry's students. took it a lot further. Him and a gentleman, Bryce Gilmore, but Scott became the main guy in the industry. Scott's a very close friend of mine for many years. I've been learning from him since like 2001. He came out in 1999 with a book, in 2001, 2005. He came out with multiple books. And he created harmonic patterns, where it's now become the most recognizable pattern in the industry. You can literally go online, search harmonic patterns, like a million searches on it. Everybody loves it. What I was fortunate to do was to configure a platform to do the scans that's never been done before. No company's ever done it before. Nobody. It's too much money.
So this is proprietary to you
It
guys.
took 18 months just to get to point zero.
Wow.
20,000 lines of code just to get to, yes, it's packed. That's why it's extreme. People love this product because I teach you how to use it. And then now you can day and night, 24 hours a day, go in and extract money from the markets.
And I want to say something to the viewers, because even though it kind of looks like I mean, and we'll put up some pictures so you can see this, but even though it looks complicated, I sat here for 30, 40 minutes, and I got, okay,
Yeah.
now I understand what it was.
Watch this. So let's just say, watch this. Let's click here. You see the pattern?
Yep.
Click here. See the pattern?
Mm-hmm.
Click here. See the pattern?
That's it.
You see the pattern again? You getting the point?
I do, very much so.
Okay, after clicking through it a few times, your eyes are now starting to understand.
The high, the low.
And now we give you all the different ratios and where the point is and the turning points. It's so simple. So, even a caveman can do it. No, I had to say that. So anyway.
That's a trademark.
So the harmonic scanner, what's great about it is the harmonic scanner, we actually have it also, I'll give you an example. We actually have it, we have it on a desktop version. So that was a desktop version. That was a MetaTrader 4. And what about if you're traveling? I went to Beijing, China.
Right.
I'm in Beijing, China, in whatever square that was, looking at Mao Zedong's picture. And on my phone, I have my charts. Okay, I was showing somebody that our harmonic scanner can work anywhere in the world. It's absolutely so on your iPhone, on your iPad, on your Microsoft.
So I can believe a blue collar worker, busting my butt, take my lunch break,
Exactly.
and be checking.
Exactly.
Wow.
You know, you're the blue collar. You're a construction worker, and the boss
Sure, I'm
says,
still working for
"Go
a
upstairs
living."
and carry the sheetrock." You're upstairs doing this.
Checking it out, seeing what it is.
Right. So we're able to trade and give people that learn and earn experience right on their phone, iPad, anywhere in the world. Our products are accessible on desktop, everything. It's all about the customer and making their life simpler. So now, number one was you put your money to work. Number two was you sit in a classroom environment. Number three, you have product that you can use. The next product is the IML Academy. IML Academy is a course that's always growing. We just added new videos, as a matter of fact. You have beginner. What's the history of Forex? What is Forex? Forex means you go from, here, I go from United States to Europe. I'm going to buy the euro and sell the dollar, right? I'm going to give my dollar and buy the euro. Euro is going to cost me $1.10. For every dollar, I'm going to have to pay $1.10 for
Right.
euro. So on 1,000 euro, it cost me $1,100 bucks. Period. That's foreign exchange. We actually make money on the different
As it goes up and
movements.
down. Or like you mentioned earlier, the British pound. They pull out of the EU,
Yes.
and all of a sudden people were saying, "Oh my gosh, what's going to happen?"
Right. So that IML Academy brings you Troy Dooley, who doesn't know anything about Forex, from day one. What is Forex? What's the history? Tell me about it. We have a beginner course. Then we have an intermediate, multiple intermediate courses.
Yeah, I noticed that.
No, we have a ton of videos, like 40 videos. And then we have advanced courses. Then we have super advanced stuff that I've been doing for 20-something years. Then we have some of the mindset, which you saw some of my mindset
I did
work.
see that. That was pretty
Okay.
powerful.
So we do a lot of mindset work, positive energy. And look, network marketers and traders. You look at great companies like the Amways and Neriums and all these great companies, they have the best mindset work.
Very much so, without a
But
doubt.
the same thing applies to traders. It's hard. Trading is hard. So where I kind of got my recognition in the trading side was, yeah, I was a great trader, made money, recognized, but also I was able to help people with these little 6 inches between their brain is understanding how to be successful with trading.
Right.
Because when you lose in trading, it's hard. And when you go and get rejected in network marketing, it's hard.
Yeah.
You talk to your friend and he says to you, you're in a pyramid, you're in this, you're in that, it's no good, get out. My friend was in that. That can dishearten somebody.
Sure can.
Same thing with trading. If you miss a trade or you lose, that can dishearten them. So the mindset work is the support below it. I've had people say to me, well, why would you talk about the mindset, positive energy, all that affirmation stuff? Why would you do that for trading? What's the relevance? It's the most important thing. Everybody, I could show you books, 500 books on the same thing. You only need one book, right? But where people are missing it is the mindset. If your mind is not right, if you're not completely focused, if you don't have the right energy, you're going to fail. I can show you 1,000 books, 2,000 books. You need one book. Look, the pattern goes down, it goes up, you sell it. But without the proper mindset, you can't be successful. Network marketing. Without having that inner confidence, that self-image, you can't be successful. How can somebody who is brand new, in their own careers, working at McDonald's or some company, and making 40, 30,000, trying to teach you how to become a millionaire? They have to believe it first. They have to see it before it is.
That's so true.
So it's important for both sides. So we're pretty strong on that mindset work also. We got other people in our company that just had come in, which is Alex.
Yeah.
Alex Morton, Executive Vice President of Sales, big into millionaire mindset. That was one of the things that I loved about him when we first sat down, was his mindset work.
Now that was, let's talk about that for a minute, because I called you and said, what the heck? He doesn't know anything about Forex. What's the deal? But yet I've seen him succeed over here in ways that I didn't think was imaginable.
You know, he originally came to the company, and look, whatever else is out there in the public, the guy is the most incredible individual out there. He didn't come into my company with any deals. There was no upfront money. He got a position as Executive Vice President of Sales. He's on corporate. He's supporting the field. He's supporting the team. He's supporting the corporate side. Change this, fix that. He's mindset work. He does million masterminding every week. What he's done is he's come in, and we're doing okay. But he came in and he raised the bar. You know, rising tides raise all ships.
This is true. Yeah.
He literally has come in and just raised it up. Where now you got major professionals from the network marketing arena calling our company, looking at it, and I've been meeting with them. Guys that are on just.
Then it's a good. Your
synergist. Just he's amazing.
So his strength, which was network marketing,
and
your
mindset.
strength and mindset. Your strength is Forex and mindset.
Yes.
So you've blended those two together. Okay.
Yes, and he's come in with some phenomenal ideas. We've been implementing and changing and evolving, but he's one of the most incredible individuals on the planet. I've 26 going on 27. I'm going to be 51 in a week, or 2 weeks or whatever. I'm 35. But the point is, he's half my age and has 2 times the experience in my eyes.
Amazing, man.
And his father, I met his father, absolutely pure class act family. And we're brothers, you know?
I like that, because
we're brothers.
I was concerned. It's like, wait a minute, he's a networker. What?
Exactly. He just saw what we're doing, but what really got him was, he brought it to a group of his guys, you know, his key leaders, and said, listen, try this. Let's see what happens. Okay, one of our leaders, Jason Brown, who's a chairman, he's right at the chairman 25. He's right at the 25,000 a month level. I'm real excited for him. But he went and he helped them get started and understand. But what happened was, guy makes 50 bucks. Guy makes 25 bucks. Alex was excited to make $143.
Wow.
Not 140, like 143, but by whatever he made. He made 150 bucks. That right there, the belief level went through the roof that you can actually make money on a product and not have to sell it to your friends. Not have to buy it and hold it. Like, I bought this particular product so I can get my rent.
I either use it or it goes bad.
Right.
Whatever.
Right. And you know half the time they're not using it, right?
Sure.
Because you got too much of it. So they're utilizing their own product. I'd rather spend $1,000 and put it in the markets and create hundreds and thousands of dollars than to spend $1,000 on a product and then have to sell it or use it.
That's a good point.
To me, it's like a store. You take $1,000, you put it in store, and you buy product. You have to wait for that product to get sold to turn over the inventory.
Sure, absolutely.
In our world, you put $1,000 into your account and you turn that inventory over virtually because you're trading.
Right.
So it's like you own a water company in the summer on a beach. You got 50 bottles, they're getting sold. You're turning your inventory over. Okay, you're not walking around with heaters on the beach.
That's true.
So, yeah, he's come in and Jason worked together with the team. What really sold Alex was what we're doing was different. I know as a product-based company, product-based person, they look at the service industry as like second tier.
They really do.
And it's okay, that's fine. It's just a lack of knowledge. But what he saw was his people making money. And when his people were making money, they were excited. That's when things just started.
And they're making money using the product. Sure, they can make some money when they bring people in and they're working and they're doing. But
right, and he's been supporting the teams. He's out there, people just coming in, and he's got the teams being supported. People are making money with us, and that's a good thing. So where we are now, we've got thousands of people, but I can see us with hundreds and thousands of people. I can. We got the foundation of products. So you got the IML Academy, right? You can come in and learn. A guy like Alex, who's building traveling, supporting the teams.
Yeah.
All right, maybe he's trading, maybe he's got this, but he can sit and learn. You could sit and learn. But what about the guy who wants to just give me an idea? Okay, now we got the daily swing trade, 3 times a week, 4 times, depending. I'll send an alert out. It's a video, a 5-minute video. You watched it.
I saw that, yeah.
Explaining what's happening in the market, explain what happened, what's happening, what to do next. And a little bit of education in every video. 5-minute video gives you, here's an area to buy or sell, here's the reasons why, and here's how I look at it. I'm actually teaching, they're learning and earning on a 5-minute video multiple times a week. Another product.
So
right?
What I liked about that video is that several things.
I want to show another product as we're talking.
I'm going to let you do that. When I listened to the video, you spoke in terms I could understand as a layperson.
Yes.
You didn't hype anything. Matter of fact, you said, "Oh, I'd really like to see it here, but it may not get up there. Just it may fall." I mean, You were so just logical in your explanation. No hype, nothing like that.
A lot of traders, educators out there, which I dislike that they do, is they say, "Well, the market's going to go here and go here and go here," and if it goes up, they say, "See, I called it." Look. I look at the next swing. What happened? Where's the market now? What's the next swing? What should the market do now? If it does it or not, who cares? Okay? But we don't hype. It's like, here's a roadmap. Here's where the next swing should be. Here's what happened. Here's where the momentum is. Is the market going up? Is it going down? Here's what to do next. Something that just happened with the British pound. Leave it alone. Find something else. Look at the euro. So we're always in that learn and earn environment. We're always putting it out there. Live trading room, the academy, FX Signals Live, the daily swing trade, the harmonic scanner. We got another product. I'm not sure could they see this?
I'm not here.
Let's see if we
put it up there and see if you can see it a little bit. There you go.
All right, see this product right here? It hasn't even hit yet. What's great about it is there's an app called Tinder. So when a guy gets a girl's picture, he could swipe it and like it, okay? So here, you get the signal. See that? You get a chart on your screen. You can like it or decline it. If you decline it, it disappears. If you like it, you swipe it and gives you 2 charts. For instance, you can look at this chart. You can look at that chart. You can make it bigger, smaller. And it gives you all the trade details, everything of the trade. And you can hit the button to copy the trade and paste it in your MetaTrader platform, so whichever broker you use. But this product right here hasn't been released and is going to be the most dominant product. For the fact is, we're showing them 2 charts, right? We're teaching you, and we're giving notes why to buy it, where to enter, where to exit, where's your risk, and we're going to have multiple signal providers. So let me just fix this here. Okay, so we're going to have multiple signal providers. So for instance, maybe I'm sending a signal, or Joe's sending a signal. So if you don't like Paul, you could just hit decline. Decline.
And then you'll have another one that might pop up.
And if I send something you like me, you can follow me. So you get the choice to match or not match with the person sending a signal.
Very interesting.
This is the product that says, look, I want to learn, but I don't have the time. I don't want anybody doing it for me. I want to do it myself. So what we did was we send you the signal, you get it on your phone, and of course, if you want to get some education, we have all the education. But you have the ability now to get it on your phone and say, you know what, I like this trade. I like what they're looking at and why. You swipe it, you get all the details, you enter it, and you can manage it from your phone. And we send updates saying maybe the trade's not working out, exit. I don't care where you are, Beijing, China, Bronx, New York, you now have the ability to control your trading in your own hands. In your own hands.
That's pretty powerful. Now,
Right?
you keep bringing out more products,
Yes.
but it's only $145 a month?
This product is going to be a little bit extra. Some products where, you understand, I have about 5 traders that can be sending signals, so I have to pay them.
Makes
So there's
sense.
going to be a little upcharge. Not a lot.
Okay.
I have to pay the programmers and the traders, so a little bit of an upcharge. We also have, I think that would be, there's one more, is the, not scanner, the FX Signals Live. $7 extra for the server fee.
Oh,
depending
that's
on-
all?
But depending
Okay,
on the
so if
broker.
you're, okay,
But
gotcha.
pretty much everything we have, it's around 145. Now, if you want to be an IBO, it's an extra 15.
Right, that's separate if you
But
want to do
separate.
the business or
Right.
something like that.
But in terms of the trading side, everything's 145. There is no other company. There's companies out there that will give you a course or classes, 5,000, 10,000. I was in that arena. You understand, I come from an arena where I put 300, 400 people in a room at 5,000 a piece. They would pay me that. And then they'd have 6 months to my service or whatever. I'd walk in and make $1.5 million, $2 million on a weekend. All right, I've played that game. What I did was shifted the whole industry and said, you know what? I don't need to play that game anymore. 145, instead of bringing in hundreds and thousands, I could bring in hundreds of thousands at 145 and give them respect. The way other companies do it is, if a person gives you $10,000 to teach them, they don't have money to trade. You know what?
That makes good sense.
Put your
there,
10,000
yeah.
put your 10,000 in an account, give me 145 a month, and I'll teach you to make that that 10,000.
So you use the law of large numbers and show them how they can take what little bit of nest egg they have,
Yeah.
and based on their risk tolerance, slowly start
Yeah.
to multiply that.
So I'm not going after a few people with large money. I'm going after a very large audience
Makes sense.
for a little bit and teaching those people to put their money to work.
And I want to clear something that Christopher just said. We are not talking, this whole interview has been on the products, the services. We've not talked about the business side of this thing. And the reason we haven't is because I think anybody watching this already knows about network marketing. I want you to know about what this is with the 4X,
Yeah.
with all the products. So there is a different charge at 29 something to be a business builder, an IBO in this, but everything else, this is service based. Is what it
With
is.
the value that we provide. If I was to break out all my products, the harmonic scanner, the swipe trades, which is coming, the auto trader, the live trading rooms, if I take all 6, 7 products, and I put them individually, you're talking like $1,500, $1,800 a month. All right, I used to charge $500 a month just for the live trading room. Just for the live room.
Just to have people
To get
be
my
able to
knowledge
play.
for a couple hours a day, $500 a month. Why? You're making thousands. But now, I broke out all the products for one small price. Why? Giving people respect. I'm not saying I'm calling BS on the trading industry, but I am.
Understand.
If I could do it, every other company would do it. The problem is they don't want to do it. They want people to pay too much money and get a little bit. We've changed the whole game. And we're investing into technology, continuously investing. Things that we have is I have a ton of programmers. Right? The best programmers, the best. I mean, they are phenomenal. I consistently have work for them. I got stuff coming out in the first quarter of the year, 2017, second half, going into 2018. I have products, 40 different trading models that I've created over 22 years, 40 trading models. That means if the market does this or does that, and the indicator does this or that, I have models for all this. That means if I release 3 or 4 per year, how many years of sustainability do I have just on bringing new product without increasing the price? Even if it's up a little bit. The fact is, I'm going to continue to flood the market with product, high quality product.
Well, and doesn't the underlying business anyway, whether it's forex, whether it's bonds, whether it's commodities, whether it's equities, isn't that always a changing deal anyway, where they would constantly need better education, different education, see different trends anyway?
You know what? In the educational arena, you find a lot of. I've been in it 22 years.
Sure.
23 years, and I've been mentored by the best, 8-figure, 9-figure earners. I mean, major money people. They've mentored me. And essentially, if you look at all the books and all the education, a lot of it's the same. They're just repackaged.
Oh, wow.
I mean, look, I can give you pasta, right?
That's true.
Right? For $2.
But you told me sushi.
I could bring it to an Il Molino and charge you $35. It's the same pasta. It's the same sauce. It's the same tomato sauce. Garlic is not different. Basil's not. It's the same sauce. But things are repackaged. We basically just cut out all that nonsense and give you straight facts, straight patterns, straight education, the raw education. That how it's been in the pioneers, the old days of trading. We're not coming up with some crazy new
stuff.
We don't need to.
But see, that's
stuff that works. It's time tested.
But that makes sense because Warren Buffett, everybody knows who he is, learned his basic trading philosophy or investing philosophy from Benjamin Graham back in the 50s. And that has allowed him to grow into the world's most successful investor. So, if you apply, you have the right mindset.
Yes.
Obviously, Warren Buffett did. You can go out and do this stuff. Those that don't have the mindset say, why would we worry about it? We'll invest in Warren's company, let him go do it.
Right.
And I kind of see the same thing here with the products and services you offer. No matter where the person's mindset is, you're providing them an avenue to change their life.
We got something exactly for them, plus to help them. The thing with trading is that traders, and you see a lot of network marketers, they hop.
Oh, big time, yeah.
Then they get the NFL, right?
Yeah.
No friends left.
Oh, yes.
So with traders, they'll tend to use this methodology this week, and it works. But then next week it doesn't work, and they try something else. And so they're equivalent in that hopping game, where we've been steady with the same methodologies, models. So we have a lot of models that I created that have been tested that will be released into the future. So what I'm saying is, we're not stale. We're
Sure.
not just going to sit here. It's going to keep adding and growing, which is great. Stuff that I've personally used, stuff that I've made money with, and stuff that we're going to test out before we release it, obviously.
Well, and that makes sense because you have that intellectual property.
Yes, sir.
You have 20 some odd years to help somebody else collapse their time frames to start seeing some of those results. So I know you've got a busy schedule, Christopher. Anything you want to share with the viewers before we finish up?
Well, we basically just fortunate that look, I was waiting for the day Troy Dooley called me up or released a negative article, man. Sometimes they go after you pretty hard out there on the internet, and you can see I don't live in a hotel.
No, it's a beautiful condo, it's like,
you show up and it's like, Chris Terry lives in a hotel. No.
I was waiting for a Motel 6 or something, it's like, no,
so
this is it.
You can tell we're legitimate, we do the right thing. We've got some great people around us.
Yeah.
And our job is to provide quality product, provide quality services, empower people. Our network marketing side is just absolutely ridiculous. Even on the customer side, a customer can just use the product, refer to, and that product is free. There's no charge.
I like that. That's great.
So if you know 2 people that are making money and you have 2 customers that you referred to the IBO, you can make money. Or as you become an IBO and grow, you can make additional money on that arena. But we just want to continue to build product, improve what we have, and that's really it. Just empower people.
You've been doing a good job because I have met, I've known a lot of the people that are in your company. A lot of them come from product-based businesses that they were very successful in, and they saw something here and they tested it.
Yeah.
They tried it first, and it worked. And I've talked to some of them. Some of them made a little bit of money. Some of them made better money. Some of them have higher risk tolerance, lower risk tolerance. But they said, Troy, it's fresh. It's something new. We're building a little team, but we're using the product. And I think that's commendable, Chris, right there.
You mentioned that there was 2 other companies in our arena. There's really one. And look, good people, good company. I have nothing bad to say. They have their products. We have our products. I am a full supporter of network marketing. Full supporter of network marketing. I use other products, teas, coffees, juices, Nerium skin cream. I have a water treatment system. I'm not going to say the name, but I got my water system. Look, I am a full supporter of network marketing. I'm not the guy who starts my own company and say bad things. You know what? If you're in TLC or you're in Organo or you're in Nerium or you're in this company, I'm using your products. I think everybody, we should use one another's products, support the industry.
Sure.
You know, even Amway, we use some of their products. So that's all I have to say. Just I like keeping it positive, stay in our own lane, and you know,
keep cranking.
Yeah, as long as we didn't have you knocking on the door.
Troy, I gotta say,
what do they say about it? If you're a network marketer, act like it.
That's it. You know, we have a blast.
If you're a Forex trader, act like it.
See, now I've got him doing it. This is awesome. Folks, it's been another one of our little fireside chats, only we're here in Vegas. It's beautiful. We're having a blast. Live life like it's an epic adventure. Stay dangerous, stay strong. And if you're in network marketing,
act like it.
There you go. That was good.